Vlogmas day 14. However, I'm not gonna lie, this is about 5 p.m. Vlogmas day 13. I thought I would just go ahead and go up here around a couple of the homes, show you some of the pretty lights, and go get Dunkin'. Tonight I'm gonna try to, I have a few items in my trunk. I'm gonna get them in the house, and I want to get them separated to each person that, you know, they belong to individually, and get things together and start wrapping some more. So you see the pretty snow though? It is pretty, guys. Oh, you might hear my heat too much. I apologize. Snow covered. Love it. Right? Just so pretty. So peaceful. Not many people out. Not, you know, like a lot of tracks in the snow. It's not all brown and slushy. It is wet and heavy though, that I will tell you. You know, I can only play a little at a time, right? Only because you get that copyright. I think it's like 10 seconds maybe. Kind of ridiculous. You know, maybe I could move right over there. That's a senior center right there. I don't know how much they are. I know one part of them, you're in like an area that, I knew someone there. One part you're in an area that will have like, you know, game rooms and this and that. And then they have 1-bedroom apartments or 2. They have, I think, both. But then they have some that are like in the front where you like belong to the facility, so to say, you know, being taken care of. So, hey, that's a downsize. But my luck, it's more than the rent I pay now. Because they offer things, right? Isn't it beautiful? I hope it's coming across good. Here, let's go this way so you can see the football snowman. And Tasha said down here earlier, there is the Griswold's van or something. I want to say that's what she said. It's over in that area. I'll come back down to see. I know they've got the skeleton, and it's dressed up like, oh, I see it, yeah. It's dressed up like in the Santa suit, so to say. And this is why I like to go out in the evenings when it's just about dusk and just drive around and look at the lights. Let's see. How about this? Okay. Can only do little bits and pieces, guys. There's some apartments right across the way, and they were built in the 70s. This car does not have the lights on. There you go. They were built in the 70s back in, you know, how do I know that? My sister and my brother-in-law, that was their first apartment, and they were brand spanking new. And there was a large 2-bedroom. Her living room was huge with a sliding glass door, and it was really nice. But now they're like run down, you know. Alright, so let me get over here and grab this coffee. Then I'm going back down to Tasha's for a bit and getting some things out of my car on my way back home and getting things sorted. Because, gosh, guys, I don't have that much more time left. So, I'll be back. Alright, so I brought it a little closer. Maybe, I don't know, you can see I made it a little larger. I almost forgot I was recording. I got that coffee and I was thirsty. I took a sip and it was so good. Delicious. Alright, so I'm just going to head back to Tasha's for a bit. And just get ready for the night. Gonna separate, like I said, things. I'm gonna use a spare bedroom. I do not have the children tomorrow, and I told Pasha what I was going to do, so if they come over, I need to know, because I'll keep that room locked or I'll pick it up. But I'm going to put it in the piles, and I'm going to count how many for each child. Like I said, Ebony, girl, listen. I've got more than enough probably for her birthday as well, but hey, she's 12. You know how kids love clothes. She's really into the, like the black leggings. Let's see if I can get that over there. I don't know if you can see it. Hold on one second. That's the garage. Can I make it bigger? Oh, let's see. Nope, I don't know if you can see it, but the Griswold type of thing. Here we go. Now this car's probably gonna think, what the heck? She's nuts. You guys know, just a little bit. Oh, let's see what's on. Oh, the Carpenters. Come on, doesn't it just make you smile? Brings a big smile to my face. Oh, pretty Christmas tree. And the snowman. And we got a car coming with a car parked on the side of the road. They'll have to move that within the next hour. You get ticketed here if you're on the road after 6 p.m. There's no parking either side in the winter. Phone looks crooked. Sorry. Those are the apartments I was telling you about. Like I said, those are the front, and then there's 2 rows in the back where they are just, they're smaller. I don't know how small they are. I could always just look them up online. Every year they've done this. Gosh, I left here in 2009, and every year they're beautiful for an apartment. They've got the trees and such in the front. I'm sure they have planted those little trees and such, being they've been here so long, because pretty much there's really no trees and stuff in front of homes unless someone, you know, plants them. I want to do a lilac bush, but like you guys know, I've talked about downsizing and going tiny, or getting a single wide, like a 960 square foot, putting it on a small piece of land, and just living out the rest of my life very peaceful, stress-free. Jared should be home, I think, at 8 p.m. I'll be home by then. Amelia gets to stay up later tonight with Ebony. They're watching some Christmas movies, so I'll do prayers and such before I leave, and then she'll just go to bed, you know. But gotta keep it real. But okay, almost home. Be back tomorrow for continuation of Vlogmas Day 14. Wow.